I decided to come on today and do a review on the Louis Vuitton Victorine wallet. I've had it now for a little bit. I've gone on several trips, one overseas, one, a couple states over. I've used it in several of my bags, and so now I feel like I have a good enough handle on how I feel about this lovely, lovely piece. So I got lucky, and the day that I happened to be at Louis Vuitton near me, I was looking for a smaller wallet, and she just dragged this one out and said, hey, what about this one? It's new. She's brought it out of a drawer, and I had never seen it before, never heard of it. It was brand new at the time, and I didn't even know what it was called. And I looked at it and I said, that is exactly what I'm looking for. So I purchased it, and I have to say I'm very, very happy. I have many pros and I have a con. So anyway, let's get started on generally what the wallet is like, and I will also show it in a couple different smaller bags, which is the purpose I bought it. So I could have a good wallet for several of my smaller bags. So anyway, it's the Victorine by Louis Vuitton. It comes in two colors. It's the monogram, and the colors are either fuchsia or the rose ballerine. I've purchased the fuchsia, as you can tell. It's a trifold. I absolutely adore this little piece. It's perfect, really, for what I need it for. So what I was needing it for was to go into my smaller bags, such as my pochette métis and my favorite and several other little bags that I have, where I wanted to have, I've been using a zippy coin purse, and those are wonderful, but you have to fold your bills and shove them in those little slots, and which works, and I did it for years. So there's not a problem with it, except for the fact that I just really didn't like having to constantly fold the bills up into almost thirds or more, fourths, and to get those in there, and then that got kind of thick and strange. And I thought if I could only find a small wallet that fit the same footprint, but didn't quite make me have to, didn't make me have to fold the bills, would be best. So this fit the bill perfectly. Fit the bill. Sorry. Wow. So anyway, it comes with 6 slots here, card slots, and I have doubled up a couple of them. They are tight to begin with, obviously, but what I've known in all my other wallets is that they stretch out a smidge. You can do 2 in there really tight, but I've never ever had the problem, even after many years of use and stretching them out like crazy, have I ever had them to the point where cards fall out. They've never stretched to that point, so I'm very pleased to know that, so I don't have to worry about that. So 6 cards fit in here. There's also a little pockety thing here, which I keep a few things in there, which is wonderful. It does not open up here, and it does not open down here, so this is the only little other slot area, but you do have your place for bills. So that I really like. And we went on a vacation where I always grab more cash than I need. I don't know why, but I always go to the ATM and I always get cash whenever we go off on a trip. We don't use cash for almost anything. But I cannot leave the house without knowing I have some, so I had quite a little stack of things going on. No big bills, don't worry about it. But you know what I mean, a stack of some bills, so I thought, oh my, it won't close. But it's, there's a pretty decent stack in there at the moment, and it fits beautifully, and it has no trouble. It doesn't it's not like stiff, you know what I mean, open. So it does definitely stay closed perfectly well, lovely. The other thing I have going on with it is that it's got this zipper right here. The zip place. And in here, I personally don't keep change. I do have a little bit in there now that I said that. I must have just thrown it in there randomly. I keep my insurance cards. I do have 50 cents. I'm going to take that out. So basically, it's a pocket in there for change or whatever you want to do with it. I keep my insurance cards, my dental and my regular medical insurance cards in there. And that's a wonderful little place for them. So this generally is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I've enjoyed it very much, and it's been fitting in everything. So the pros to this is that it fits exactly what I want in it, and it fits in bags that I wanted it to fit into. As an example on size, if any of you have the Sarah wallet, you just generally know the size of this. This is how that fits against there. So it's a little over half the size and not quite as tall. So that gives you sort of an idea. So that's a Sarah. So anyway, when I do use this bag, this is the favorite in the PM, the smallest size. Obviously not a whole lot fits in here, but I want to be able to bring a few things with me. So I wanted a small wallet, and this does, and it fits beautifully standing up and down like this, which is wonderful. Of course, it also fits sitting down, you know, also fits like that. But basically it fits up and down, which is great. That still leaves me room for, you know, car keys and all sorts of other things down in there. So that was one of my things I really, really loved. You know, the bag closes perfectly fine with it standing up. So that's what I really loved. And mostly I wanted a wallet to fit beautifully in my Bichette Métis, which I'm guessing it's Métis, whatever. I love this bag. I bought into the hype. Everyone was talking about it. It was so great. And of course I thought, well, I gotta try that out if it's that great. This is not my kind of bag. This is not a review on this bag, but anyway, I was amazed. I like this so much. I'll have to talk about it some other time. This wallet was perfect to fit straight down in any of these compartments. It just fits beautifully. It stands up on its end, on the end. You can put, of course, you could lay it the normal way, but it stands up beautifully with room on top for another like sunglasses case or anything. Tons of room for keys and everything else. It barely even takes up any space in this bag. Yet it has everything in it that I need, and I don't have to fold my bills. So for me, this has been perfect. So as I've pretty much stated, my pros are that it's adorable. It has 2 color choices. You can, you don't have to fold your bills, which I absolutely love. Another thing I've learned to do, like I said, I've traveled with it quite a bit. We've had hotel room keys, and I actually brought mine with me to show you what I do. When I'm going in and out of the hotel room, you know, I don't want to have to dig in my bag, get my wallet out, open my wallet, find the key. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy. I don't care to do that. So 2 things I love about it is there's an easy access to all cards right here in this top part. So here's the wallet, and it's got your open end where the cards are all facing upward, right? So I'm shopping, I can just grab my credit card right off the top. I need my ID. It's right there on the top of the other side. I've got my ID. I don't even have to open the wallet. I can just reach in my bag and go, oh, okay, yeah, here, and pay for it. You know what I mean? Ah, it's lovely. I love that part. So anyway, in hotel rooms, I did the same. I didn't want to use up either one of these 2 slots that I've already got, you know, earmarked for my ID and my main credit card and debit card. So I've recently gone to a hotel in Grand Rapids. And so what I've done is I slip it right behind here in the bill section. It just slips right in there. Boop. So if you're looking at the bills, you know, it's right there. And that way, anytime, it's in my purse, it's sitting there. Oh, gotta get in my room. You know, I just have to reach in there. Here's my key. Slip it back in. Done. I don't even have to open the wallet. Yet it's very, very secure. I mean, it's just the most wonderful thing ever. And I'm so excited about that because I do travel a lot and I do have some more trips coming up pretty soon. So I'm very, very pleased. Those are my main pros to this piece. I have 1 con so far. I'm hoping that glazing won't be an issue. I'm hoping that this will not rub off or be a problem. I've known a lot of people who've talked about Louis Vuitton quality issues lately. Things are going down in quality. And I personally have not experienced any of that, not in one little bit. So I'm thinking, what does that mean? I don't get it. I've not had that happen to me. But here's one thing I have discovered that I do think that they really cheaped out on. I'm not pleased. And that is this pull tab. Number 1, this little ring thing is a little beanie. It's a little tiny little thing. It's just kind of cheap looking. I mean, the zipper feels good. It's the regular quality zipper. You know, that's smooth and beautiful, and I love that. But the little ring is a little cheap in my opinion. And this leather pull tab. It is leather. It is wafer thin. It is paper thin. It is unbelievably thin. Let me see if I can just try to even give you an idea of how thin that is, or even a glance. It is just so thin. I mean, obviously it's still stiff. It still sticks out perfectly. But I can see where that would get really worn down possibly easily and be this floppy little, you know, I hope that's not the case. And so far so good. So I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But I'm worried about this part. Obviously, it wouldn't take much, and it shouldn't cost much to have this part replaced, because, I mean, seriously, that's just a tiniest little, thinnest little piece of leather you ever did see in your entire life. So I think they really cheaped out at this part of the piece, but the rest of it feels very, very beautiful and thick and well made, and I'm extremely pleased with the rest of how it feels. So we will see, and I will be the first to let you know how this wears over the years. But you know, with Louis Vuitton, items generally it does take years to find out what's going to happen with this, and by then, of course, it won't be under warranty. But like I say, this won't be a big deal to replace if I really need to. So that is the general idea on how I feel about my Louis Vuitton Victorine. I'm so pleased with it. I absolutely adore it, and hopefully they will offer this in other canvases and possibly in Epi. Or even, I don't know, maybe in Empreinte. That would be nice too. But this would be incredible in Epi, I think. So hopefully they will do that. I also want them to offer the Pochette Métis in different colors and different canvases too. But they never ask me what I think. They really should though, don't you think? So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, let me know. Or if you have anything else you want me to review, let me know about that too. Thanks so much for watching me. Bye guys.